velocity of the man. So therefore, actual velocity of the man is Vm is equal to Vmb by 3. That is equal to 2 by 3 magnitude. That implies velocity of the man as seen by the shore with relative to shore is 2 by 3 meters per second. So the person will be as seen by a person on the shore. The boat appears to be, or person appears to be moving with a velocity 2 by 3 meters per second. But for a passenger, co-passenger in the boat, the same person appears to be moving at 2 meters per second. This is another example where the conservation of linear momentum is applied here because center of mass is at rest in this in the absence of net external force. That is one of the examples. Next example we consider is firing of a bursting of a shell. Now a hand grenade is projected into vertical plane. Let us assume that this is the vertical XY plane. A hand grenade is projected at an angle 30 degree with the horizontal with a speed of 20 meters per second into vertical XY plane, 20 meters per second into the vertical plane. In the subsequent motion, the grenade will follow a parabolic path and land on the ground. Let it land at a point where it will land at a point A. That distance we call it as horizontal range. And first we can calculate horizontal range. How much is the horizontal range? U square sine 2 theta by g. From this 20 into 20, sine 2 theta is sine 60 degree is root 3 by 2 into g, 10 meters per second square we are considering. So 20 root 3 meters. The hand grenade will reach or will land after traveling a parabolic path at a point A. But what is observed is it is supposed to land at A. But during the course of its path or during course of its motion, the grenade has exploded. In flight it has exploded and split into two fragments. Explosion results in two fragments or two pieces. The grenade has exploded into two fragments or two pieces, where one of the pieces is twice the mass of the other piece. So such that unequally it has split into one piece has mass, other piece has double the mass of this. And what if first piece or lighter piece is one of the pieces, lighter one is landing at a distance of 20 meters in the same direction. During subsequent motion, finally both the fragments let them land on the ground simultaneously. During that time, if the lighter piece happened to be at a distance 20 meters from the throwing point, where does the heavier piece or heavier fragment land? The problem is like this. A hand grenade is thrown into vertical plane from horizontal ground with a velocity 20 meters per second at an angle 30 degree with the horizontal. When it's not exploded, it would have reached a point A, land on the ground at A, which is at a distance R, which is horizontal range, which happened to be 20 root 3, we calculated 20 root 3 meters. But during its flight, hand grenade is observed to explode. Where it is exploding, it is found that it is exploding into two fragments, where mass of one fragment is double the mass of the other fragment. That is, one of them is lighter fragment, one of them is heavier. If the lighter fragment lands on the ground at 20 meter distance from the throwing point, and simultaneously if the other fragment also lands on the ground, where does it land from the throwing point? That is the problem. Now we have to calculate that. In this case, we analyze what is meant by explosion here. Explosion is a process in which chemical energy is used and is an internal process of the grenade. Doesn't involve external forces. Therefore, though explosion, the center of mass motion of the grenade is not affected because there is no external force are involved. Explosion as an internal process, internal chemical reaction. Therefore, though explosion makes the fragments land at different positions, but the center of mass should follow the same place and center of mass will be at A only, land at A only. So, when the center of mass is at A, here x center of mass, x coordinate of center of mass is 20 root 3 meters, and let the total mass of the grenade be 3m. 3m will be center of mass of these 3m mass. Total mass is 3m of the mass of the grenade we are considering. 3m mass grenade would have landed at a point A, which is at a distance 20 root 3 meters. That would have been the center of mass coordinate at the time of landing. But in the process, what has happened? Lighter fragment has landed at a distance 20 meters from the throwing point. Therefore, m is landing at 20 meters from the throwing point. Therefore, x1 coordinate of the first particle is 20 meters. Mass of the first particle is m. Mass of the first particle is m. And coordinate, x coordinate of the first particle where it is landing, lighter particle is landing. Let the heavier particle land at a distance x from the throwing point. Heavier particle has mass 2m. At the time of landing, heavier particle is here. Therefore, x coordinate of heavier particle x2 is x. Mass of the heavier particle here is 2m. So, as per the definition, xcm is equal to m1 x1 plus m2 x2 by m1 plus m2. From this, m1 is m into 20 x1 is 20 meter plus m2 is 2m into x divided by m1 plus m2 is 3m is xcm is 20 root 3. From this, m gets cancelled. We have 20 plus 2x is equal to 60 root 3. So, 2x is equal to 60 root 3 minus 20. Therefore, x is equal to 30 root 3 meters. So, 30 into 1.732, approximately 42 meters. 52 meters, approximately around 52 meters. Means second fragment will be landing on the ground simultaneously at a distance approximately 52 meters from the throwing point. That's how we calculate using center of mass motion and conservation of linear momentum in the absence of external forces and calculate.
ఇది ఇవాల్టి ఫిజిక్స్ క్లాస్. ఈనాటి ఎపిసోడ్లో మెకానిక్స్ టాపిక్కు సంబంధించి సెంటర్ ఆఫ్ మాస్లోని డిస్కషన్ ఆఫ్ అప్లికేషన్స్ అండ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ గురించి తెలుసుకున్నాం కదా. రేపటి ఎపిసోడ్లో మరో ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ ఫిజిక్స్ టాపిక్తో మీ ముందుంటాం. టిల్ దెన్ కీప్ వాచింగ్ కేబీ టెలివిజన్. ఇక ఈ కార్యక్రమంపై మీ సలహాలను సందేహాలను మాకు పంపాలంటే ఈ క్లాసెస్@kbtv.net కు ఈమెయిల్ చేయండి.